From the moment you get a weapon in your hand, it feels like the Dragonborn just can't lose. Hard mode is lackluster for those of us who have played enough times, so let's make this game cripplingly difficult. So I guess I should take off my god ring. I'm going to start with a mod that adds the most difficulty. It's called Know Your Enemy, or KYE. I'm using the all-in-one package, which includes trait-based resistances and weaknesses, which adds traits to enemy types such as Undead on Draga, making it weaker to axes but stronger to swords. Also included is the armor plugin, which does a very similar thing but giving traits to armor. For example, leather armor is resistant to blunt but weak to blade. Finally, we have the silver perk plugin, which was meant to be in weaknesses for the undead but was removed from the main module so people could use it as a standalone as it was so highly requested. The first two plugins are what really add to the difficulty and immersion during battle. But what's more is the author has been intentionally vague on traits to let you explore and learn for yourself, which makes it even more difficult. However, whilst playing you will discover these books that will tell you about resistances and weaknesses, so it does really add this huge dimension to multiple facets of the game. I will link the main pack as well as all the individual units in the description below so you can tweak it as you see fit. Up next we have another mod that on its own adds enough difficulty. Rebalanced encounter zones and leveled actors. This mod does exactly what it says. Skyrim has a leveled system where everything spawned is about a third of your level. Well, not anymore. Spawned actors will be 90% of your level. But what's more is the minimum spawn levels have also been tweaked from something you can hit in the first hour at worst to a much more meaningful and progressive number. We're talking 0 to 24 used to be the minimum, and now it's up there in the 50s in some areas, and I find that to be absolutely outstanding as it stops me from running straight to the end game and smashing enemies with ease. This has made fights across the map entirely more satisfying, and a nice aside is you're going to get better loot as well, as higher leveled enemies will drop better weapons. Just another thing to make it more challenging, but also more rewarding. And now for a mod that changes an entire mechanic, lowering your ability to one-shot everything undetected. This is called Realistic AI Detection, and it makes your targets much smarter. You won't just be able to creep through dungeons unseen, unheard and unchallenged. You now have to play much smarter and pick out your order of assault. Make a mistake and you will not get away with it. This mod improves the role-playing immersion when it comes to being a thief, assassin or sneaky archer, and it makes you really think about your every move. To improve on this further, I suggest using lighting mods that make things a little darker, as using the shadows increases your chances of remaining undetected more than your sneak skill does. This mod pairs really well with Search and Destroy, as that will allow enemies to follow you through doors into another cell. Good luck. Finally, we have a mod everyone probably expected, Better Combat AI. Another mod that does exactly what it says. Now your opponents won't straight line you and swipe until one of you is dealt with. They will surround you and work together, use power attacks to stagger you, block at the right time, and archers and mages will retreat to range and usually the high ground. There are so many functions to this mod that I suggest you use the link below to check it out and see what you think. This mod is incredibly well implemented, and much like the others, should have always been in the game. All of these mods are extreme and should maybe not be used together for fear of tearing out your own hair in frustration, although they do all work together and synergize in a way that will change your game. This is going to do it for me today, but remember, if this has helped, to like, subscribe and comment with your combat mods and any requests of what you'd like to see. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.